Welcome back to the show, everybody. You know what it is that I'm is. I'm, of course, me, the one and only triple the G.O.D. You, of course, you are live right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV. And yo, happy 30th anniversary, Power Rangers, the movie. Because, see, people on the internet doing their little things and stuff, but here is the one thing that I know that's missing that I know I can bring to the table. See, a lot of y'all sitting up here talking about Power Rangers, the movie, like, most of y'all motherfucking niggas weren't even born yet. Do you understand me? Most of y'all were twinkles in your daddy's dick. When I went day one on that Friday with the daycare to go see Power Rangers, the fucking movie. See, our Uncle Triple got to sit up here because, see, damn all that. Let Unc set the stage for you, all right? Let Unc set the stage. So, at this juncture, June the 30th, 1995, what the fuck is a Ninja Turtle? That's where we at right now. It is full, saturated, Power Rangers, get down, lay down. But again, I gotta literally set up how we literally get to the movie, right? At this juncture, again, like I said, Power Ranger took the world over. Well, except if you are Japan, because that's Super Sentai, but I was 11. I didn't know shit about Super Sentai. I didn't know anything about a damn Die Ranger, but I do now. But we'll get into talking about Die Ranger, and especially because I just want to talk about Kaku Ranger. But okay, don't mind my Sentai coming out, but let's bring you back to early. Let's bring you back to a year before in 1994. Again, Power Rangers then took over the world. Full global saturation on my Albert Wesker shit, right? Power Rangers literally took over primetime television with the fucking X-Men. Do you understand? Like, that was literally Fox Kids 1-2 punch, and they taken over the time slot for normal stuff. But you also have to remember, for all, because again, I gotta sit up here and explain how things were 30 years ago. During the summertime, wasn't nothing new on TV. Usually, your show started in September. They went to like January, lulled around, came back like in March, and then ended like in sometime in May or sometime June randomly, right? So at that time, it was a number repeats on. When Fox was like, fuck it, we got two of the goats. Put them on primetime television. It was a big motherfucking deal. Do you understand? See, again, I can't, even though I am trying to convey to you kids, like, how big of a deal that Power Rangers and the motherfucking X-Men coming on in primetime was a big deal. I don't think me expressing it to you don't understand how that was for 10-year-old Uncle Triple, right? Because I was for the smoke, though, because it's like, it was an event, because you got to understand. The Mutiny, the three-parter. The Rangers spend years in them 3 episodes catching massive L's. And then, all of a sudden, Mastodon Lion, Thunderzord power. Pterodactyl Firebird, Thunderzord power. Triceratops Unicorn, Thunderzord power. Saber-tooth Tiger Griffin, Thunderzord power. Tyrannosaurus Red Dragon, Thunderzord power. And Tommy don't get powers because he don't, because stock footage. Anyway, the Mutiny was a moment. Do you understand? Literally, the introduction of Lord Zed, who was literally on demon time, and on so much demon time, parents complained that Lord Zed was giving kids nightmares, so they spent the whole year nerfing that nigga. Literally nerfing Lord Zed. Rest in peace, Robert Axelrod. Anyway, so again, I want to establish that, again, Power Rangers, a year before the movie dropped, the thing in the world. Or not even in a thing of the world around Uncle Triple. No, the world in general. Who didn't know what the fuck a Power Ranger was then? However, though, here's a part of the history that I don't quite remember. I remember Zach, Trini, and Jason leaving for the peace conference. I don't remember so much anything after the power transfer up until the movie. right? I don't really remember like a lot of that block of time when they were literally sitting up here introducing Adam, Aisha, and Rocky. I don't remember a lot of that in the show. I don't. I'm like, again, because fun fact, I was trying to make a video a couple of years ago when I really wanted to go through the levels of disrespect Haim Saban showed people who wanted to be, I don't know, paid and treated fairly, but the story's about that, man. But anyway, again, I don't have a lot of recollection of anything that happened before the transfer, but I do remember like my brain can remember like Alien Rangers and shit, and then forward. But that block of time of we're trying to introduce the new kids, I don't remember a lot of that. A lot of 11-year-old Uncle Triple can't really, get that in the brain. I don't remember because I have literally tried to sit up here and force myself to remember of a show that I know I was watching constantly every day. I don't remember shit about anything after the power transfer up until the Alien Rangers showed up. And the less we talk about that, the better. And I'm just like, you know what? The less we talk about that, the better. Let's just keep it that way. Anyhow, that Friday, the daycare took us to go see the movie, bro. I was hype as fuck. Cause you gotta understand, like, yo, I'm 11. I'm still in my mode. I still can enjoy a Power Rangers, a Ninja Turtle. I can still enjoy Saturday morning cartoons. Like, look, I was watching Saturday morning cartoons until they literally went off TV back in 2014. We're not even gonna get into that right now. But you gotta understand, this was a moment. I remember being blown away at the movie because 11-year-old me was like so hyped because the machine was so crazy. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. If someone come along to bust off. I would put that on, but I would like to, I don't know, make sure this video stay up. But I remember when whatever that group whose name I don't remember, I remember there was this show on FX before, like when FX was a thing, right? Like, see, y'all gotta understand, the FX you know now wasn't what it was in 1995. It was a whole different damn network. You should go do your research. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna get into FX memory. That's not the video for this. But I remember like when the machine for Power Rangers the movie, them whatever group that was for performing that motherfucking song every goddamn where. Every fucking where they were performing that bitch on the hood. And I remember the one particular time they performed it on like FX late night show that I can't even for the life of me, you know what? We're going to the phone. Because maybe I can figure it out. Because I wasn't at first. I'm finna take off one of the cans. Y'all don't mind, right? Let me see. FX 1995 nighttime show. See what we can come up with. Is AI in it now? Okay, that don't help. Okay, should probably put a networker or something. So I don't know. I know AI thinking like, what did you type in? Trying to type it in so fast. I fat finger. I be fat fingering words all the time. Don't get mad at me, y'all. Don't get mad at please, please don't. But I'm gonna find out. Yeah, I'll shout to breakfast time, cause breakfast time was the work. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all should do. Yeah, I'm like, it's a very well done documentary about breakfast time and how important it is and how it changed television. You should definitely watch it because I watched that last year. Um, let me see. Cause I'm gonna see if I can find it and see if the internet remembers. They don't. But you know what? I ain't even gonna worry about it because this is what I'm gonna do. After the video, if I find it, I'll literally do a reaction to that bitch. Just on the hood, just so y'all can see it. Because I know I'm not imagining that shit. Anyway, where was I? Oh, daycare took us to see the movie day one. Went down in Union Station. Shout out to my STL fan. You know what's good. When Union Station used to be popping now, Union Station popping for different reasons now in the year of our Lord 2025. But 1995 though, 1995 though, Union Station was popping on the different shit. We went down to the movie theater down there, tickets and everything. Like, oh my God, like it going off the meter, dog. Like, literally, in the middle of the day, day one, I think that might have been maybe the second showing of the movie. It had to be like noon, 1 o'clock, right? That theater was full of children. And they parents who have been dragged to watch this movie they know they don't want to see. But in the middle of the day on Friday, second showing Union Station downtown, that place was fucking packed and we was hype. We was hype. Do you understand me? Look, I don't. All I can still see. I'm a frog. Look, I'm a frog, bro. I know that's meme worthy now, but 1995, that was a moment. Like Adam up here studied. Like, I'm a frog. But the squad was doing work, and I'm gonna say this. I watched Power Rangers the movie like maybe a couple of months ago because it's on YouTube randomly. It still holds up in the way you need a movie to nostalgically hold up. I don't want to talk about anything other than nostalgically for me the movie holds up. Trying to talk about it any more than that is going to dilute that fact, so I will not do that. Here's what I will say though. You have to literally understand, like in the echelon that is Power Rangers, how important it is that we had that moment. That it sucks that Walter Jones and Tweet Train, may she rest in peace. And of course, your Red Ranger, they didn't get that opportunity. Officer St. John, let me say his name properly. Get that man, let me say his name properly. They should have been in that movie. Ain't no shade being thrown at nobody else though. But I said this in that what was that? Oh, in that Once and Always review. I know your motherfucking ass didn't watch, but that was more trying to sit up here and trying to get ready for Reader's Rewind. But we'll get into that another time too. Of understanding that when you hear Walter Jones talk about how that was taken away from him, dog, that hit right here, and it hit something fierce because I don't think if you had a different nucleus of 5, I don't know if Power Rangers would have blew up the same way. It probably would have blew up because it was the 90s. And again, we could get into a whole conversation about the 90s and how shit just hit different. See, we're right before G.I. Joe Extreme, goddammit. And we could talk about G.I. Joe Extreme, but Hasbro wants you to forget G.I. Joe Extreme fucking exists. They don't even acknowledge that fucking show. They literally do not. But I'm like, I remember being hyped as fucking G.I. Joe Extreme. Shit was so fucking hype, bro. Like, you gotta understand, like, we right before the turn of when Mad TV premieres. And I know that has nothing to do with it, but G.I. Joe Extreme and Mad TV have a lot or intricately link in the weirdest way possible of understanding where they were going as a culture at that point. Because again, we're not quite there yet because we're still in June 30th, 1995, the Power Rangers movie murdering shit, right? But again, I'm finna completely bring it back because I want to get y'all out of here. I don't want to stay on this forever. But you got to understand, Power Rangers is about to go through some things before, because again, there is a slow crawl to Zeo, okay? And again, like, I think maybe that's why I remember like the parts like when Alien Rangers was doing whatever, because the hype for Zeo was happening at the same damn time. Again, one more time for the hood. Let me explain it to you. A year before this, the Power Rangers did a 3-part on fucking primetime TV in the middle of summer when ain't nobody fucking watching TV, and the shit is doing fucking numbers right along the fucking X-Men, which is just as popular, maybe not even be more, depending on how you look at it, as the thing is standing next to. A year prior. So all this hype coming in, Lord Zed's on demon time because fuck the kids, right? So we spend a year nerfing this nigga. Then the movie come out. The movie do gangbusters. We ain't seen Ivan Ooze's ass since. And the only reason you know Ivan Ooze's name at this point because he's a broken character in a fighting game your ass ain't playing either. And then there was this weird law when they get the ninja powers, and it's just kind of like, I don't remember a lot about that personally at all. And then my recollection of when this actually becomes a thing in my brain again for 11-year-old Uncle Triple is in the hype for Zeo in the middle of the Alien Rangers, which is kind of Because again, I don't really remember shit about Alien Rangers either. I literally think it's the hype for Zeo that my memories latch on to, which is why anything after the power transfer is a fucking lull. I don't remember shit about it. All I remember is the GOAT, the greatest Black Ranger of all time, the first, my black superhero, he gone. They took the exotic with him, and Jason gone too, and you've replaced him with dude who gets his back broke. The character who doesn't stay in for more than one season, we'll get into that another time, and Ichigo motherfucking Kurosaki. So, Nero, does that work better for you? Do you want the Vasta Stampede reference? Do you want me to mention Tenjo Tenge? Because that's a whole damn video about why that never got a video game. What the fuck am I talking about? Shout to Johnny Young Bosch. Anyway, I shine, motherfucker. Look, drink, please. It ain't water, it's Monday. I'm drinking exotic shit. Look, again, back to my point. I don't remember a lot between the power transfer and the hype for Zeo, but I remember when they got turned into kids. So there's a whole bunch of stuff missing in that law, because even in that law, we introduced Cat and all of that. And again, I remember a little bit about when Kim left. Like, I remember a little bit about, hello, I'm Russian man. You want to do some gymnastics, bitch? And it's like, okay. Like, I vaguely remember that. Like, watching it live. Not as recent watching it, but 11-year-old kid remembers when Kim left. And the whole cat's a cat and, you know, all of that infiltration shit. That whole, you got to share a Zord with Tommy because, footage. But don't worry about that. Anyway. Look, I didn't want to review the movie. I just wanted to talk about where I was 30 years ago. Because, yes, the movie came out 3 days after my birthday. Yeah, I'm 41, okay? So, see, again, you're not going to get a lot of this raw shit because a lot of people sitting up here, again, like I said, I watched a couple of, let's have a retrospective about the Power Rangers movie. Nigga, you weren't alive when the movie came out, bitch. Fuck out of here. Real fucking rap. Nigga, you weren't alive when the movie came out, bruh. Fuck out of her. Like, I at least seen three retrospectives in the past week. You wasn't even alive when the movie came out. You looking at that dude who saw that bitch day fucking one. You talking to a day one. You talking to a 1993 day one, yo, we in the juice center. We gotta choose 5 teenagers with attitude. See, a lot of y'all don't have that retrospective of that. I want to call it that switch from Michelangelo is the greatest thing on the face of this planet to I want to be a fucking Power Ranger. And I don't think a lot of people who really get into this shit have that as an actual through line. I was there for that transition from you love Ninja Turtles to Power Rangers the shit, bitch. See, I should get one of those shirts. I survived the console wars, bitch, because I did that. See, I don't even, because see, y'all get me way too high. Again, I appreciate y'all dimension on it, but 99% of y'all who I done sat up here and tried to make an attempt to watch, do you remember the Power Rangers movie? Because, okay, you know, I'm on this soapbox, I'm gonna say it. A lot of those, do you remember those? Have you heard of these rare games you ain't never heard of before? And all the videos get on your uncle's fucking nerves because you fucking know why? Because everything y'all motherfucking niggas sit up here and name and shit, I either interacted with live or fucking know about it because I know about that shit. That's fucking rap. Again, a lot of y'all sitting up here like doing retrospectives of a movie that you weren't, that if you was born, you was like 1 year old when that motherfucker came out. Again, I was 11, 3 days after my birthday, bitch, on a Friday, went to the fucking Union Station to go watch that bitch. With the daycare. Live. Don't even start with me, bro. Don't even, because see, now I'm getting hyped now. Stop. Just stop. If you want to live, day one to see the movie, no, we ain't talking about you watch that motherfucker on the DVD in 2015. Nah, bitch. Nah, was you alive that day? Do you remember going to the motherfucking movie theater? Because if you don't, you have no right to speak on this shit. I'm owning that shit. If you want to lie to go see the Power Rangers movie day one and can't remember where you were when and how hype the Power Rangers was and what the level of hype for Power Rangers is, stop speaking on that shit. Because that ain't for you. That's for Unc. I'm taking it back, nigga. I'm taking it back. Okay? Look, let me get a drink. Let me get y'all out of here. Because again, this getting a little too hype. Happy anniversary, Power Rangers, the movie, not the show, because that was 2 years ago. Boy, I have made a mistake. We'll not talk about the mistake, but I'm going to correct the mistake the second this video is over. Look, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I know what I kind of have to do now because of what has happened here. Look, at the end of the day, I know I was talking shit, but yo, it is good to have this nostalgia for Power Rangers and still not only love the franchise, but how I've got into Super Sentai and Kamen Rider and Ultraman and Godzilla the GOAT and all that other stuff that I love to enjoy. It all started here. Yeah, y'all know my story about Kamen Rider Climax Heroes and all that, but I don't get to Kamen Rider Climax Heroes and exploring Kamen Rider Decade if 1993 I wasn't sitting at the daycare day one when the first episode, when Day of the Dumpster came the fuck out. I'm not the same Uncle Triple you love if I'm not sitting at the daycare 3:30 on Fox Kids, my nigga. Fox 2. No, wait, hold up. It would have been Fox 2 at this point because I think the switchover had already happened, because I remember when that switchover happened, when Fox 2 and Fox 30 switched places from ABC, from Channel 30 being a Fox affiliate to Channel 2 becoming a Fox affiliate, and Channel 30 just getting, I forget what. But it don't matter. But that's for STL people. Y'all know what it is, because I remember one of the commercials that happened when they were talking about it was what's new was a pup named Scooby Doo, nigga. I'm on my throwback shit. Pup named Scooby Doo, goddammit. Look, I'm finna put it to you this way. Look, I'm finna get y'all out of here. Because see, now, if you made it to the end of this, I gotta literally make like a 3-minute version of this on TikTok because I am not finna cut 25 minutes of footage to get to the point of if you wasn't around when this movie came out, stop talking about it, bro. And if you want the smoke, I got the motherfucking swisher for the fucking pack, and I want it all day. No fucking Diddy. See, I said that because see, you get out here on a box like that, you got to own it, bro. Look, we have got plenty more show for all of y'all, so we properly ask you to sit back, relax, and stay tuned. I'm, of course, Mr. Pop That Thing. That's me, your Uncle Triple, the one and only the Triple, the G.O.D. You are, of course, amazing and an awesome you, and we appreciate you coming to kick it live right here with us, right here on Team GRF TV. Once again, happy 30th anniversary, Power Rangers, the movie. Thank you, franchise, for doing what you do. Fuck Ham Saban, and we've got more show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages. Oh, and if you made it all the way to the end of this, that stupid thing I did was turn off the air conditioner in my room because I thought I was going to get a cool breeze, and I failed. But don't worry about that. Plenty more show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages.